when I was younger, just a bad little kid. My mama noticed funny things I did, like shooting puppies with a BB gun. I'd poison guppies, and when I was done, I'd find a pussycat and bash in its head. That's when my mama said, "My boy, I think someday you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things pain. Son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Your temperament's wrong for the priesthood, and teaching would suit you still less. Son, be a dentist. You'll be a success." "But Mama, I don't want to be a dentist. I want to be a Broadway songwriter." "First you're hot, and then you're cold. Then you're shy, and then you're bold. But I'm always sensitive to you. First you fill my heart with pain. Then your kiss is Novocaine. But I'm always sensitive to you." The Midas touch, the mighty, 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 mighty Midas touch, the Midas touch, the mighty, 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 mighty Midas touch, the Midas touch, the mighty, mighty Midas touch. Good morning. It's Monday the 9th of November, and you could be forgiven for wondering what on earth's going on. I'm sure many of you recognised Be a Dentist from that hit off-Broadway musical Little Shop of Horrors, normally performed as a rock and roll number, but you know me, I'm more of a waltz man myself. And then we had a number from the 1956 musical Bells Are Ringing, in which there's a character, Dr. Kitchell, who is a dentist who's desperate to be a Broadway songwriter. Now, where would Betty Comden and Adolph Green and Julie Stein get such an outlandish idea as to create a dentist who writes songs whilst operating on his patients? Well, their show was opening right at the end of November in 1956, but opening just a couple of weeks later, so everyone knew what was going on, was a new Ethel Merman show called Happy Hunting. Now, Ethel decided she was going to have sort of a competition to find the songwriters for her new show, and she hit upon a new young team, Harold Carr, no relation, K-A-R-R, and Matt Doobie. And Harold Carr was a practicing dentist in Philadelphia, and Comden and Green obviously thought this was hilarious. Now, the score of Happy Hunting isn't the greatest, but you know, it's got some toe tappers. It's got Mutual Admiration Society, which was a bit of a hit, and Ethel continued to perform her opening song, Gee, But It's Good to Be Here, in concerts for quite a long time afterwards. I'd like to do you a song by the dentist composer Harold Carr from Happy Hunting. It's called Mr. Livingston, and it's kind of in the vein of Doing What Comes Naturally from Ethel's previous hit, Annie Get Your Gun. And here it is. Mr. Livingston was a gent, from his fingertips to his toes. There I stood looking up at him, there he stood looking down his nose. He said, "How'd you do? How are you?" I said to my future groom, "Mr. Livingston, I presume." Mr. Livingston, Mr. Livingston, Mr. Livingston, he was every inch a gentleman. Even during our honeymoon, he continued to be polite, just as proper as he could be. Then a year from our wedding night came a little tap, tiny rap promised champagne, and the ceiling began to swing, and I had me some more champagne, and I can't recall one damn thing. Oh, I only know, later though, that I had a cute heirloom, Mr. Livingston's, I presume. Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, he was every inch a gentleman. Mr. Livingston was a gent, right on up to his dying day, so I never did have much fun, and I guess it'll stay that way. With my luck so far, chances are they will carve upon my tomb Mrs. Livingston, we presume. Ah-ha, 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 he was every inch a gentleman. Oh, 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 oh. If I mind all my P's and Q's, up to heaven I'll go one day, with a little harp in my hand and a map of the Milky Way. Who'll be in the crowd on a cloud when St. Peter's portals loom? I presume Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, Mr. Livingston, ah-ha, he was every inch a gentleman. I'll be back tomorrow with something possibly slightly less eccentric. Possibly.